Winter in Harbin, capital of Heilongjiang province in northeastern China. Heilongjiang borders Russia to the north, and it's very much influenced by its neighbour. You can see this in the culture of the region, the architecture, but also the food.
So this is the central street in Harbin. As you can see, the street is very busy, it's bustling with activity. There's tourists, there's shoppers, and there's even some very crazy people waiting in the queue here for bread.
In Harbin, locals queue for hours in freezing temperatures just to get their hands on a fresh loaf of Russian-style bread. The local word for bread is daliba, which derives from the Russian word chleb.
今天这么冷，因为这么多人等这个面包，为什么？
这个面包好吃。
为什么这么好吃？
好吃，为什么？
为什么？
做得好，做得好，就是好吃，做得好，很好吃。
你没见吃面包吗？
经常吃面包，对，我哈尔滨人愿意吃面包，和你们英国人一样。
Can I ask, how long have you been waiting for your bread?
I think it's 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes.
Why do you wait so long in this cold temperature?
Because look, this bread is very nice, and my kids very like it. So that's the reason I just stand here about 2 hours to wait this bread. So I need to go because my father is outside. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
All this talk about bread was making me hungry.
So this very kind lady here has just offered me the chance to try some of her bread. I want to know what all the fuss is about. Okay, this is what these people have been waiting outside in this freezing temperature to try. I'm going to see what it tastes like.
It's nice bread, isn't it?
Oh, it's delicious. It's crispy, it's fresh. Look at that. Well, I know where I'm coming for my breakfast tomorrow. Having said that, I'm not sure I want to queue so long for it.
Winter temperatures in Harbin can drop below minus 20 degrees Celsius. Even some animals have their own winter boots. The weather's also a challenge for foreigners.
I expected it to be pretty cold this far north. I was preparing for it to be very cold, and I would say it probably meets my expectations. I hear it's only going to get colder though, so.
Yes, yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to cope with the cold later on, but yeah, it's pretty cold. But hopefully I'll get used to it.
But for some newlyweds, romance is enough to insulate them from the freezing air. And Harbin is a romantic city, with beautiful buildings and statues displaying many architectural styles.
But of all the architectural gems in Harbin, the real jewel in the crown is right here in the centre of the city behind me.
St. Sofia Church dates back about 100 years. It's designed in a Byzantine architectural style. And it's a reminder of a time when the city was under Russian rule.
And this is what it looks like inside.
Today the church is used as a gallery displaying pictures of the old city. And it's a city that's seen its fair share of history. Harbin was the headquarters of Imperial Russia during its invasion into China. And the city was controlled by Japan during the Japanese invasion period. All this history attracts many tourists. And outside, it's home to a few other visitors too.
As I'm not a local of Harbin, there's only so much I can show you about the city. So we got in touch with a local to show us some more.
Hello everybody, I'm Pedro, I'm from Brazil. I'm working here as a teacher and we are right now at Harbin. It's very cold today, around -22, -25. Maybe at night we'll drop a little bit more and you gotta wear some very big jackets, some hats, gloves and get ready. Harbin winter. My first winter was terrible. I was thinking I was like somewhere like I don't know even how to describe, man. So cold in my life. I never felt like this before. So I was afraid actually to walk in the street and something like that, you know. I was very afraid. Many people like they was walking, I was thinking I would stay inside the hotel or do something like at home because the snow and the ice, I never saw this in my life. It was very crazy. Now it's strange sometimes when I say this, but now it's normal.
But locals have their own way of keeping warm.
We are at Julian Street, the main street in Harbin for tourism, for buying things, for eating, everything, and also have a bit of history here. As you can see, we have the old buildings, was built by the Russians, the street was built by the Russians, and the mixture with the shops, the things to eat, take a coffee house, something like this, is very great. But also in the winter time, you can get the ice sculpture festival, the biggest one in China or in the world, who knows.
By the end of the day, we're all a little hungry. So Pedro shows us to one of his favourite places to eat.
We arrived, we are here in the international restaurant. Let's check out the food and see what's up. Let's go.
This is just one of many restaurants in Harbin serving Russian and international food.
We are here at the international restaurant. It's a very well-known place in Harbin. It's a very good food, man. I like, my family come here. Chinese food is good, but the Western food is good too, so enjoy it.